Hello Libra, welcome to Essence Reflections Tarot. My name is Krista, and this is your reading for the week of July 15th to 21st, 2019. And it is for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. And if you're a return viewer, welcome back. It's awesome to have you. If you're a new viewer, also welcome. It's great to have you here as well. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can find out when your reading comes out again next week. And let's see what we have here. In the physical, we have Temperance in reverse. In the emotional, we have the Magician. In the mental, we have the Nine of Swords. And in the spiritual, Strength in reverse. So you are going through some things. You have some major shifts going on for you. And it looks like some of it's pretty challenging for you right now. The only minor arcana card you have here is the Nine of Swords. And it's really the card of insomnia, of thoughts, worries, fears, criticisms, really piercing our minds and really causing us strife and definitely causing some tunnel vision to happen, where that could be possibly all that you're able to see right now. And it might be a space of having a hard time finding some relief at the moment, and you're really trying to find your balance here physically. It's like trying to find your balance between your spiritual and your physical and your emotions and your mental functionings. It's really just not quite melding for you right now, and this is okay. This is because you are undergoing a major shift, and you are emotionally, you are putting in a lot of work, and you may or may not be aware of how much emotional energy you are spending right now. You are really working at changing and shifting your emotions, so that what's happening for you internally becomes also how you carry yourself externally. You're moving from a place of before having to really hide your emotions and kind of manipulate things so that you weren't really showing what your true emotions were, but now things are changing and you're finding that you're able to just be and just allow those emotions. But this is a real transition. It's not something that's happening quickly or necessarily easily. With the Strength card here, we can see that with these major things that are coming up for you emotionally, there's possibly you've lost contact and lost connection with that sense of self-compassion that you've been able to connect with before. But now it seems like when these big emotions come up, they're overwhelming you in a way that they haven't done for a while. So it's a matter of getting back in touch with this part of yourself that can deal gently with the emotions and that can allow them to flow and knows that they're not going to hurt you. They are just emotions. They are just feelings, and they will pass. And it's an ongoing thing to have these emotions come up and to be overwhelming. We have here the infinity sign in the Strength card, and we also have the infinity sign here in the Magician. And it is a strong reminder for you this week that you may have had times already where you felt that you had this balance and this protection and this connection and this a lot of clarity around that, and that you had this space of having self-compassion and all of that for yourself when large emotions came up, and you had it down before, and now it feels like you've lost that. But this is a very normal part of the process. It is very normal to have the ups and downs, and then have shifts and get things together and make connections and find our balance, but then life changes or something else shifts within us, and then we kind of lose that sense of balance that we thought we had had. And this wording here, that we thought we had had, that's part of what's happening here with this Nine of Swords for you. You did have that. It's not just that you thought you had it. You did have it. You can own that. And you can also know that this is just part of the process, and you're going to find it again. Even though things are upside down and topsy-turvy right now, it doesn't mean that everything that came before didn't count or didn't matter or wasn't true. None of that was an illusion. That was all true, and you still own that. And what you're doing now is finding a place of stability, where even though things shift and they change and you kind of lose touch with that sense of balance, you can know for sure that you have all the tools that you need in front of you, and that you know how to weather this storm and how to get through this shift so that you can come back to that place of balance again. This is just part of the phase, part of the cycle, and really continuing to do the things that you have done before to help yourself and to really feel stable and connected. It's time to continue doing those, even though it doesn't feel like they're doing anything for you right now. You are creating the environment for the stability and for the self-compassion to really come back and to do the job that they were doing for you before. I hope that this has made sense to you. It's made a lot of sense to me. I hope that you have an awesome week. Bye-bye.